not letting that interception lead to points. Excellent job by them defensively.
Lawrence from his end zone.
Under pressure, and down he goes in the end zone, and that's a safety. Well, we thought these two defenses, they might come to play. One has already come to play here, a safety for the opening points of the game.
Brandon, let's file this play away because if it turns out to be a tight game, who knows? This could wind up being the difference.
And we will not have a run back here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 20-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
A simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position. We were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence. Not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do.
Second down, here's Barkley again.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down.
They go play action with Hurts. That one into the hands of Beckham downfield.
And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 down at the 33.
From the gun, it's Hurts.
Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the first down sack.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and end up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. Throwing on 2nd and long.
Hurts. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much. Tight end Harrison Bryant, the intended target.
And it's 3rd down.
You look at this Jaguar defense.
And they come into play number 12 in the NFL against the run.
And that play right there shows exactly why they're so good against the run.
Now laying out for this one is Bryant. He's got it. They get a big amount back, 18 yards, but they'll still look at a 4th down now.
So Hurts is off, and on comes Jake Elliott for the Eagle field goal.
This from 44 yards out, left hash. I don't think this will even, nope, it doesn't even get there. Well short, and that will keep this a 2-point game. So it's an empty possession there, and you'd have to say it's not like him to come up short on a kick like that.
Yeah, and it's real easy for me to say this, but anything in the 40 to 49-yard range should be pretty automatic for an NFL kicker, especially in terms of at least getting it there. So you're right. That is a surprise that this would come up short.
And that's going to be incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
2nd and 10. Looking to throw, Lawrence. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Reed Blankenship.
And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
And, partner, I think this is where long-term starters in the NFL separate themselves from the rest of the pack because there's still 3 full quarters left in this one. More than enough time to move past a pair of early mistakes and find a way to lead your team to a win. Mental resiliency, a characteristic every NFL team's looking for in their quarterback.
And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Here's Hurts to throw.
And this is going to be intercepted.
And the Jaguars are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
Well, your first drive of the first quarter, you get it down there, try to fire it in the end zone, and big-time deflation on that play.
No doubt about it. They're moving and grooving and getting into position, and this is not the ending that they saw on this drive, is it? They had things going their way.
Open man, this is Brenton Strange, the tight end.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, 2nd and a yard.
Easy. 13, Lou. Easy. Read up 24.
A give to Etienne running right.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Hey.
On first down, right back to Etienne. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield.
They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Here's Lawrence. Got a man. It's De'Ami Brown, complete.
And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 35. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence.
Escaping the pressure right.
Well, that's the 3rd interception for Lawrence.
There he goes left side. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. So he missed his lone field goal try, but he's got this one as that extends their lead. So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. And the tight end goes in motion left.
Now Lawrence to throw.
And this is caught. It's Brown. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A Jacksonville first down on a pickup of 17.
And, partner, they're locked in man coverage out left, and they end up running a crossing route. Rounded it a little bit more than a slant. And he's just going to angle himself towards the right side of the field, and that's very difficult for a defender to shadow him across all that ground.
Looking left side, and it's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
Now, hang on here a second. Looks like a Jaguar in some obvious discomfort from that last play.
Again, it's Lawrence. Over the middle, complete. It's Thomas. And he gets this inside the 10 to the 9. It's also a gain of 9. Line of scrimmage, the 9. Second and about a yard. Thomas, the man in motion left. Now Lawrence. He's got some room to operate. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Dyami Brown with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Jaguars have cut it back within a score. Now for the point after. And they're back within a couple at 9-7 now. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even
Barkley hit and the ball pops free. And the Jags grab it. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. And a little careless there, Charles, on that carry.
And it's not just having two hands on the ball. It's tucking it away. It's using your body to keep people shielded off. It's so many different things into taking care of it and having ball security. In that case, though, we didn't see it happen.
Hey, kill!
Following the fumble recovery, Lawrence. Oh, he finds his running back open downfield. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. A really nice gain of 25 yards. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Hey.
They'll send the tight end in motion left. On 1st and 10, it's Bigsby. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. But keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Hey, run!
Lawrence. Flush to his right. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. Second down and a yard.
Hey, easy. Route.
And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. Here's Lawrence to throw. That's caught at the 2. Touchdown, Jaguars. Brenton Strange. A 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Jaguars have taken the lead. Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And the lead is up to 5.
Makes the score Jaguars 14, Eagles 9. Logan Cook, the kickoff for the Jaguars.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And looking at this situation, Charles, you got more than a minute. You've got all 3 timeouts. Probably no need to play this safe.
So what you're saying is that we're doing a little bit of a mind meld here, aren't we? Because I'm thinking along the same lines as you. This amount of time, don't be compelled to play it too safe. This is a chance to get points on the board. Press it a little bit.
And especially since a touchdown here gets you the lead. And he whips that one incomplete there.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Great, set.
Throwing is Hurts. Finding room at midfield.
And he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line.
Hurts. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked up by Foyesade Oluokun.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, turnabout is fair play, I guess. They had a pick six against them earlier, and now this defense, Charles, they get a pick six of their own.
And for a moment, let's just set aside how it impacts the scoreboard, because how about the response? One defense gets the pick six, the other comes back and matches it. These are two defenses that are planning on winning the game for their teams themselves.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
A really good pickup of 28 yards.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Hurts sets up to throw it. Again to Bryant, and again it's caught.
Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. They'll throw now on the final play.
And Hurts is intercepted, his 3rd of the game. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Eagles 9.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. It's the Eagles ready to see the football first, and they trail here as we resume action in this 3rd quarter. And no return forthcoming. It'll be a touchback, and the 3rd quarter will start from the 30. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the 3rd quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, you know, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
52 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
They had a chance to limit his yardage, but he was able to fight off that tackle.
So it's not just the responsibility of the guys who missed the tackles along the way. It's all 11 on defense, able to stop this guy, unable to do it on that play. They've got to find a way. How about his ability to break through and gain that yardage?
He's going deep for Brown. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown.
A.J. Brown, 45 yards. And the Eagles take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. And this is no good. It's a missed extra point. Boy, in a tight game, how important might that turn out to be here as the second half rolls along? So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that that momentum stays in your camp.
They go play action now. Lawrence, he'll buy some time right. This ball caught by Strange. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A big one there for the Jags. 18 yards, first down. Lawrence will throw. Got his man. It's the tight end Strange with it. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver, although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And he's got it. It's Thomas for a Jacksonville touchdown. Brian Thomas from 21 yards away. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Lawrence and the Jags offense staying out there. They'll go for 2 here. They'll try and throw for it. And they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And Smith not going to bring it out, so it's a touchback. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
Fighting his way through contact. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
But you're going to tell me, good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
Great. Set. No touch.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley, and he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
They'll run for it with Barkley. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They were certainly in field goal range, opted to go for it. Hey, they were able to pick it up.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that, but look at it this way. The kicker had missed one before, so they decided to stay out and go for it, and it worked. But now, just one missed field goal and you're not trusting him? He'll be visiting a team psychiatrist this week because he's going to want some answers about why they wouldn't put him back out on the field.
They've been in the red zone 3 times in this game and have not scored a single point. Can they break through here on 2nd and he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Saquon Barkley with his 13th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Eagles are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. And this is no good. It's a missed extra point. Boy, in a tight game, how important might that turn out to be here as the second half rolls along? Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And they've got the lead here getting late into the 3rd quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that. But the rushing game, almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
Here's a give to Bigsby. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's Jaguar football here, and they'll look to extend their lead as we begin quarter number 4.
Hey. 11, Agate. All right, here we go. Set.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here.
Silver.
On play action, Lawrence sliding out of the pocket. His throw incomplete.
I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
All right, let's go.
From the gun, Bigsby. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Go.
Now Lawrence. And this one incomplete. And another throw that really could have been, maybe should have been intercepted. That would have been number 4. Instead, it's 4th down.
Hey, easy. Route.
And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence. That is caught. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The conversion is successful with a sizable gain of 13, and the decision to go for it looks like a smart one.
Decent 24.
Now Allen. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
As I take a look at the clock, I realize that this drive has eaten up a good portion of the fourth quarter already. Got to tell you, partner, when you're trying to salt away a game, this is exactly what it's supposed to look like.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Here we go.
And Bigsby once more.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville.
His second rushing touchdown on the campaign and 4th overall. And the Jaguars look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Lawrence going to look to throw for it.
Out to his left. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. So they go with a pass there on the 2-point try and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their 2-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is, and I don't know how much that particular play factored in, but with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really a part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have 2-point periods in practice now, something they never really did before.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
Back to throw now on 1st down. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away. I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 10. And this is going to be incomplete.
See, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. That's to his running back, complete. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And the Jags take over in terrific field position.
Sink right.
Now a handoff to Bigsby.
5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Good push from the offensive line, and they've done well so far to build this lead. Now they've got to get things to the finish line, and that's a solid pickup there to begin the drive.
Another run by Bigsby.
Oh, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25.
69 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
On red.
So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win.
Red on red. Silver.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
A run here with Bigsby.
4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a third and about 4 more for first.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Jaguars first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Here's Bigsby.
A good display of power, but it will only get him just inside the 5 to the 4. So this will be a win for Jacksonville.
Charles, for this losing side, their heads are hanging as they walk off the field today. And really, I mean, we know why. Those 3 turnovers by that offense, that's ultimately what doomed them.
And this is what coaches preach all the time to every team that we ever talk with. Taking care of the ball on offense, trying to take it away on defense. And let's face it, when you give it away 3 times in one game, you make it very difficult for your team to get the W.
So for Jacksonville, it's an important win for their postseason hopes as they at least get back to 4-5. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Philadelphia, they drop back to 500 now at 4 up and 4 down. And they'll try to get back on track next week as they head to Dallas to take on the Cowboys.